Hey, how's it going? And today we're just taking a quick look at this linked list in verse, and this is just a common data structure in computer science. And there's different ways that you can set this up. It creates like a chain. It could be used for, it's not good for picking like a random player, but it's be good for like a music player where you're just literally going down a list and going back up the list kind of. I was looking at the documentation in here and this part was sort of clear, but as far as putting it all together, it was real choppy the way it's set up in here. So I was playing around with this and I got it to finally work, and essentially all I was doing was responding to errors as they popped up. So this is what I finally ended up with here as far as we got our modules here, and then we have our node. This is basically creating a class type that creates the structure for our node down here. And then we have this linked list class that we created with has this variable in here, and then you can put this, it's a method that we put inside this class, and this is just straight out of the documentation that it shows you how it loops through the list. And then down here it's above the on begin play. Within the hello world device we instantiate our nodes here. This was the only way I was able to get it to work. If I cut this line of code out here like this, you see I've got that error before. So we just set it up like we set up the same as we do with our creative devices, and then that seemed to resolve it. The issue I was having was with this right here. It wasn't recognizing this node 1 no matter where I placed this until I placed it here and instantiated it like this. And then this sets our nodes in the chain right here. And then here we're creating this linked list called basic list. And then once we create that, then we can call this function inside of the class itself. I'll just leave this on the screen for a second so you can see it. There's our list node type, class type, and here's our linked list class type with the traverse list method inside of it. And then here, right beneath our hello world device, we instantiate our nodes with the data. And what's interesting about this is that one thing on here is you'll notice it has, this is actually a type, and it's in verse code, it's the most general type there is. There's really nothing to it. It's the most generic container, I guess, type container there is this any. So basically it's saying it can be any type. So right here, these are set as strings, but these could be any data type in here that you wanted. But I just put them as strings for the days of the week. But these could be integers, and you can kind of mix and match these because the overall data type is any up there. And so it's real interesting. So I'm still experimenting with this. But anyway, if we come in here we go build verse code, no errors. And then if we come into Fortnite, and let me restart it here, you'll see that it prints out as expected. See, starting at head node, it goes all the way straight through. So anyway, I hope you find this helpful. I just found it frustrating because I couldn't set it up altogether. So anyway, take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.